So the next question of discussion today is ABCD is a square and a force of 100 newtons acts along the side AB. Resolve it into two components acting along the other three sides. So the topic is Varignon's theorem. So we shall use the Varignon's theorem to prove this question. We are given ABCD is a square and one of the force 100 newtons acts along its one of the side AB, and we have to resolve it into the components acting along the other three sides. What does this mean? This is the diagram of the question. ABCD is a square and the force 100 newtons acting along the side AB. And now what are the other three sides? The other three sides are BC, CD and DA. So we have to resolve it into the components, means we have to find P, Q, R, right? The values of P, Q, R. So that means we must have the 100 Newton as a resultant of these three forces, P, Q, R, because we have to resolve 100 Newtons in the along the other three sides. That means we have to resolve 100 Newtons in the direction of BC, in the direction of CD and DA. So that means the resultant of these three forces P, Q, R is 100 Newtons. So Varignon's theorem, which says that algebraic sum of the moments of the forces is equal to the moment of their resultant. So with the help of this result, we will find it because we have these three forces and their resultant is 100. So we will calculate the moment of P, we will calculate the moment of Q, and we will calculate the moment of R and make their total and take it equal to the moment of the 100 Newtons. But now the question is कि for about which point we have to take the moments. किस point ਦੇ ਲਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ moments ਨੂੰ consider करना चाहिए. So moments ਨੂੰ consider ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ मैं C point ਨੂੰ consider कर रहे हैं. Why I am preferring this? You can take C, you can take D also. Why I am preferring only C and D? Because we have a result whenever we calculate the moment of a force about a point from which the force passes. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਰੇ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ C force ਦੇ C point ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ Q force ਵੀ ਪਾਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, P force ਵੀ ਪਾਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ. ਤਾਂ ਫੇਰ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਅਗਰ ਉਸੇ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਦੇ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਮੋਮੈਂਟ ਕੈਲਕੂਲੇਟ ਕਰੀਏ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਫੋਰਸ ਪਾਸ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਮੋਮੈਂਟਸ ਜ਼ੀਰੋ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ. ਸੋ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਬੈਨੀਫਿਟ ਇਹ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ C ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਸੀਡਰ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਤਿੰਨ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਅਨਨੋਨ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ ਜਿਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਦੋ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੀ ਮੋਮੈਂਟ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਜ਼ੀਰੋ ਹੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ C ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਦੇ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਸੋਲਵ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ. ਸਿਮਿਲਰਲੀ ਇਸੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਂ D ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ D ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਦੇ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਸੋਲਵ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ Q ਦੀ ਮੋਮੈਂਟ ਔਰ R ਦੀ ਮੋਮੈਂਟ ਜ਼ੀਰੋ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਔਰ ਫਿਰ P ਦੀ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਫਾਈਂਡ ਕਰ ਲਵਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ P ਦੀ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਆ ਜਾਏਗੀ. ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ C ਨਾਲ ਲਵਾਂਗੇ ਮੋਮੈਂਟ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਆਏਗੀ R ਦੀ. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਲਵਾਂਗੇ D ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਫਿਰ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਆਏਗੀ P ਦੀ. ਫਿਰ Q ਦੀ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਕੱਢਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ A ਦੇ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਲੈ ਲਾਂਗੇ ਜਾਂ B ਦੇ ਅਬਾਊਟ, ਉਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਲਾਂਗੇ. ਐਂਡ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ find all these three forces P, Q and R. So firstly, taking the moments about C, and all this is explanation of the question. Let the side of the square is x units. We don't have the length of the side also of the sphere. So let the each side of the sphere is x units. So PQR be the components of given force R acting along AB. Thus the force 100 newtons is the resultant of the three forces PQR. So by Varignon's theorem, moment of 100 newtons force about any point equal to sum of moments of forces PQR about the same point. So firstly taking the moments about C. So 100 the moment ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ C point ਦੇ about ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ calculate ਕਰੀਏ, so this is the perpendicular on line of direction of 100 newtons. You can see force is moving in this side. This is the perpendicular. So its length, the length of perpendicular is obviously x. So 100 into x. And now let us check that this force will rotate C clockwise or anti-clockwise. So this is C and this is my P. So the nearest point, the nearest distance to C is in the direction anti-clock. So that's why it is positive, 100 into x. Similarly, ਹੁਣ ਬਾਕੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਫੋਰਸਿਸ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਤਿੰਨ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਵੀ ਕੈਲਕੂਲੇਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ. ਸੋ R ਦੇ ਲਈ ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਦੇਖੀਏ R ਦੇ ਲਈ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਆਏਗਾ, this is the line of direction of force and obviously this is the perpendicular. So again it will be x, length of perpendicular is x because this is the side of the square. So R into x, and also this will be positive because shortest distance in the direction of anti-clock sense. The direction r ਦੀ direction ਨੂੰ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰੀਏ ਤਾਂ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਅਕੋਰਡਿੰਗ c ਨੇੜੇ ਐਂਟੀ-ਕਲੌਕ ਸੈਂਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਸੋ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਲਵਾਂਗੇ r into x। ਤੇ p ਤੇ q ਆਲਰੇਡੀ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀ 0 ਹੋਣਗੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ p ਫੋਰਸ q ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ p ਫੋਰਸ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ c ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਵੀ ਪਾਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ q ਫੋਰਸ ਵੀ c ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਪਾਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਸੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੂਵਮੈਂਟਸ 0 ਹੋ ਗਏ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਸਿੰਪਲੀਫਾਈ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਯੂ ਵਿਲ ਸੀ x x cancel, you will get r is equal to 100 newtons. So r the value 100 newtons aa gayi in the direction of dA. So similarly, if we have to find p, now take the moments about d. ਜਦੋਂ d ਦੇ about ਲਵਾਂਗੇ ਤਾਂ q ਦਾ 0 ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ, r ਦਾ 0 ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਸੋ ਸੇਮ ਉਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੈਲਕੂਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। d ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਇੱਧਰ ਹੈ, ਇੱਥੋਂ 100 ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਪਰਪੈਂਡੀਕੂਲਰ ਡਰਾ ਕੀਤਾ, ਸੋ ਦਾ ਪਰਪੈਂਡੀਕੂਲਰ ਲੈਂਥ ਇਜ਼ ਦ ਸਾਈਡ ਆਫ ਦ ਸਕੁਆਇਰ, that is x. And now again it is in the anti-clock sense, so 100 into x. Similarly p ਦੇ ਲਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰੀਏ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਪਰਪੈਂਡੀਕੂਲਰ ਬਣਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ p ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ, ਸੋ ਇਹਦੀ ਲੈਂਥ ਵੀ x ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ p ਅਪਵਰਡ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ ਸਾਡਾ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰੀਏ, ਅਗਰ p ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਅਪਵਰਡ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਹੈਗਾ, ਸੋ p ਨੂੰ ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰੀਏ ਇਧਰੋਂ ਦੀ ਨੇੜੇ ਇਹ ਪਏਗਾ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ, ਸੋ ਇਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਏਗਾ ਇਨ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ, ਸੋ ਆਈ ਐਮ ਮੇਕਿੰਗ ਇਟ ਕਰੈਕਟ ਹੇਅਰ। So this will be minus p into x. So minus p into x because least distance idhar pe raha and this direction is sorry positive. This direction is anti-clockwise, not negative. This is positive. This is again anti-clock. So plus p into x and q te r da 0 ho jayega kyunki ye dove d de vichon lang rahiyan ne. So is de vichon vi p di value aa gayi 100 newtons. And now r रह गया है, सॉरी q रह गया है पेंडिंग, तो ਇਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਅਸੀਂ a ਦੇ ਜਾਂ b ਦੇ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਮੋਮੈਂਟਸ ਲੈ ਲਾਂਗੇ। ਸੋ ਟੇਕਿੰਗ ਦਾ ਮੋਮੈਂਟਸ ਅਬਾਊਟ a, ਸੋ a ਦੇ ਲਈ 100 0 ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ, r 0 ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ, p ਤੇ q ਦਾ ਮੋਮੈਂਟ ਆਏਗਾ ਤੇ p ਦੇ ਲਈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਰਪੈਂਡੀਕੂਲਰ ਡਿਸਟੈਂਸ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਆਹੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਦ ਸਾਈਡ ਆਫ ਦ ਸਕੁਆਇਰ that is x. ਸੋ p into x and this is in the anti clock sense, p ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੋਂ a ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਇਹੀ ਨੇੜੇ ਪੈ ਰਿਹਾ ਔਰ q ਦੇ ਲਈ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ a ਤੋਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਰਪੈਂਡੀਕੂਲਰ ਡਿਸਟੈਂਸ ਪਏਗਾ ਉਹ ਆਹੀ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, q ਇਸ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਚ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, this is the distance x, length of perpendicular. So it will also be q into x and this is again in the anti-clock sense, so q into x and r ਦੇ ਲਈ 0 ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਸੋ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਇਆ p plus q is equals to 0 because ਇਹ ਵੀ 0 ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਇਹ ਵੀ 0 ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, we get p plus q equal to 0. And we have the value of p that is 100, so q is equals to minus 100. So q the direction asi cd along litti sigi, this was the direction of q, but if we are getting it in the negative sense, so that means we must have to take q in the direction of dc to make it positive. So q equal to 100 newtons along dc. So this is all about this question. The next question is a uniform beam 12 meters long and weighing 72 kg is supported on two pegs 1 meter and 2 meter respectively from the ends. Where must a weight of 24 kg be hung to make the pressure on each peg equal? So what does this question says? I am just showing you the diagram firstly, then I will explain. We have a beam 12 meters long. So AB is my beam in the diagram, which is 12 meters long and weighing 72 kg. The weight of the beam is 72 kg. So because we know that the center of gravity of a uniform beam is always in the middle point, so I have taken G as the center of gravity of the beam and it is in the middle. That means on both sides I have 6 because total length was 12. So G is the middle point and the weight acting on this side. Now it is supported on two pegs 1 meter and 2 meter respectively from the ends. Now 2 pegs means we have placed it on two supports, one is on C and other support is on D. But we are given one from one end, the support is on the distance 1 meter, so AC is 1 meter, and on the other end the support is 2 meters from the end, so BD is 2 meters. So now what will be the forces? Because this is on peg, so there will be a reaction by the rod which is perpendicular to the beam. Reaction of the beam which is perpendicular to the beam, which is called the normal reaction also. So whenever we make the supports, then and in the case of rod or a beam, the reaction is always normal to the beam. So R is perpendicular to the beam and S is perpendicular to the beam. And now the question is, where must a weight of 24 kg be hung? Another weight jada hai 24 kg. I don't know where I have to place it. So arbitrarily I have placed it on the point E. Suppose at E. I don't know. You can also take it here, because to refer the figure I have to place it anywhere. So I have chosen this point. So you can also place it anywhere where you seem to where you find it comfortable. So I have placed it here. So 24 kg. ਇਸ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹੀ ਫਾਈਂਡ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੰਗ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਵੇ. ਵੇਅਰ ਮਸਟ ਏ weight of 24 kg be hung to make the pressure on each peg equal. So ਇਸ 24 kg ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੈਲੈਂਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਰਸ ਹੈ R ਐਂਡ S ਜਾਂ ਰਿਐਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਲਓ, ਇਹ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਇਕੁਅਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਣ. ਇਹ 24 kg ਕਿੰਨੀ ਕੁ ਦੂਰੀ ਤੇ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਕਿਸ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪਲੇਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਵੇ. ਦੈਟ ਮੀਨਸ ਇਹ E ਦੀ ਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਫਾਈਂਡ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ R ਤੇ S ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਕੁਅਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਣ. That means we are given R is equal to S. So the solution to the question is, let G be the midpoint of the rod AB. I have already told you this is the center of gravity, such that AG is equal to 6, R and S be the pressures, such that AC is 1 meter, BD is 2 meters. BD was 2 meters. Let weight of 24 kg be hung at E such that AE is equal to X. So I have let it that this distance is X. I have to find the position of E. So let us suppose this distance is X and R is equal to S, we are given. Since the system is in equilibrium, because this system must be in equilibrium, because he is saying that the pressures will be equal. So if the pressures will be equal, this is in equilibrium. The system will be in equilibrium. So according, because we have only four forces, R and S vertically upwards and 24 and 72 vertically downwards. So they must balance each other. So the resultant of R and S and the resultant of 24 and 72, they must be equal. So R plus S will be equal to 24 plus 72. But we are given R equal to S. So R plus R is 24 plus 72. That means the value of R is 48. And therefore the value of S will also be 48. So R and S the values ਅਸੀਂ find ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ. Now what we have to find? We have to find the value of X. So now we will use the Varignon's theorem, or you can say we take the moments. Now what we have to do? We have to select a suitable point so that we can get the value of X. So because I have to find the value of X and I have measured X from A. इस x ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ a ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ measure ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ, so that's why I am taking the moments about A. So A point ਦੇ about ਅਸੀਂ moments ਨੂੰ calculate ਕਰਾਂਗੇ. So A point ਦੇ about moments calculate ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ. We have four forces 24, 72, R and S. And because ਸਾਰੇ distances ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ A ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਹੈਗੇ, this is the another reason why we are calculating the moments about A. This distance is 1 meters and from A to D ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ find ਕਰਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ, we shall subtract 2 from 12. The A to D distance is 10. जैसे E point ਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ x select ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ, AG ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ 6 ਹੈ. So A point ਤੋਂ comfortable ਹੈਗੇ ਸਾਰੇ distances find ਕਰਨੇ. So that's why we are taking the moments about A. You can also take the moments about B. Okay, because from B you are also comfortable to find all the distances. 2, this is 6, and this will be 12 minus x, and the distance of R will be 11. So all the distances are also comfortable from B. So you can select A as well as B for taking the moments. So I am doing the question by taking the moments about A. So firstly for R, let us check what will be its perpendicular distance. For R, it will be AC and it is in the anti-clock sense. So that's why taking positive symbol. For S, it will be, I have already told you, it is 10 because 2 meters इधर pending रह गया, total 12 सीगा. So S दे लिए भी anti-clock हैगा. So S दा भी positive आएगा. So S दा भी अपने को S दा 10 हो गया, ते ये positive रहेगा. And now 24 दे लिए अगर ਅਸੀਂ check करिए, 24 इस दे लिए clock sense बन रही हैगी है, और इस दा distance सीगा अपने को X, so it will be negative. For 24 will be the negative sign. And similarly for 72, it is in the clock sense. So it is also negative, and for 72, the distance will be 6. So I have made this equation. For R, it is AC, and the magnitude of R is 48, and AC is 1. For 24, it was in clock sense, so that's why taking negative sign, and AE distance was X. For 72, it was in clock sense, so taking negative sign, and its distance AG is 6, the middle point, and S, which is also 48, and its distance was 10. So simplifying this equation, we will get the value of X equal to 4. So weight of 24 kg must be hung at 4 meters from the end A. So this is all about this question. Next question of discussion is a uniform plank APQB. So he has mentioned that the plank has 4 points. A, P, Q, B, A and B are the endpoints, and P and Q we have to take an in between. Let us check where he defined the position of P and Q. 12 meters long, that means distance AB is 12 meters. Rest upon 2 supports at P and Q. As in the previous question, we are given the 2 supports. One is at P and other is at Q. The plank is just on the point of tilting up when a man of twice its weight stands at B. So when a man stands at one end of the plank, at the end B of the plank, it is in the position of tilting up. That means it will be like this. I show you. That means suppose if this is the plank and I have placed 2 supports here, A, B, this is at P, this is at Q, and when the man puts pressure here on B point and equals to twice of the weight, जितना weight of plank हैगा उसका twice. So weight of the plank मान लो W है, तो man the weight twice, then it will tilt up like this. So A point जेड़ा हैगा ये ऊपर वाल नू आ जाएगा. When a man of twice its weight stands at B, also when he stands at the middle point of AP. Now the second situation in the question. If he stands here, this is A, this is B, and suppose here is P, and if the man stands here in the middle of AP, also when he stands at the middle point of it, और अगर उरे भी stand होएगा तो भी tilt up हो जाएगा, फिर इधरों भी tilt up हो जाएगा. Find the position of P and Q. So what we have to find, where we have to take the point P and where we have to take the point Q. Also determine the point where the man should stand in order that the pressure on 2 supports be equal. This is another one. So firstly, we will discuss the question up to here, then we will discuss this part later on. So this is the diagram. AB is the uniform plank. Its weight W, which X at the middle of the plank, W, downwards direction. And first position we are given, the man stands at the point B equal to weight 2W. So we have a support at P and a support at Q. You can see I have made a normal reaction on Q only because we are given when he stands at B, this point tilt up. That means the connection from the peg P will be disturbed, will be broken. So a connection जेड़ा हैगा टूट जाएगा P दे नालों. So उरे reaction फिर रहेगा ही नहीं क्योंकि जो bodies contact दे विच ही नहीं है. So we will consider in the first case normal reaction only at the point Q. So let weight W be the weight of the plank, 12 meter long. AG will be 6. G is the midpoint, and man 2W stands at P. The plank tilts about Q, leaving contact at P. So P to contact छूट जाएगा. So that's why we are not taking the normal reaction at P. Plank is in equilibrium under the pressure of the forces. So 3 forces are there, W, 2W and R, taking moments about Q. Why we are taking now moments about Q? Because we don't know the value of R. And if we don't know the value of R, so it is comfortable to take the moment about that point from which R is passing. Because then R the moment 0 हो जाएगा. So W दे ਲਈ जेड़ा अपने को distance हैगा वो कितना use होएगा GQ. And it is in the anti-clock sense, but for 2W it is in the clock sense. So 2W the minus आया and distance is QB. So we get this equation. Now the second situation of the question, when the man stands in the middle of AP. So this is AP. So man is here. Now he is putting pressure here. Then it will tilt up from this side. And इस side पर tilt होएगा तो Q तो उदा connection टूट जाएगा. So in this case, we don't take the normal reaction at Q. We take only the normal reaction at P. So now taking the moments when the man of weight 2W stands in the middle point M of AB. Firstly, we have solved this equation. because we get WW will be cancelled out. 2QB equal to GQ, and GQ can be written like this. GQ is GB minus QB. So 3 times QB is GB, and GB was half of AB because G was the middle point. You can see from here, G was the middle point. So AB ਦੀ value 12 ਸੀਗੀ, so QB अपना 2 meters आ गया. So Q ਦੀ position ਅਸੀਂ find कर ली हैगी है. Now to find the position of P, we are taking the second situation of the question. So second situation of the question is man is standing here in the middle of AP. So again taking the moments about P as in the previous case. So for 2W it will be in anti-clock sense, and for W it will be in clock sense. So 2W is positive and W is negative. And 2W the distance data hai, that will be MP, and for W it will be PG. So solving this equation, we get PG equal to 2MP. So 2 times MP, you can say it is AP, because M is the middle point of AP. So 2MP means AP. So PG is equal to AP, and we can write PG as AG minus AP. This one, you can see AG minus AP. So we get 2AP is equal to AG. AG is 6, so AP is 3 meters. So we have find the position of Q. We have find it the position of Q, P and as well as Q. So now the second question, second part of the question, determine the point where the man should stand in order that the pressure on the two supports be equal. So when we have to make the pressure on the two supports be equal, that means we have to consider the third situation like this. This is the plank AB. Okay, A, B. So one support is at P and one support is at Q. And now we will take the both reactions, because the plank would not be tilt. We have to place the man at that position. So let us suppose the man is placed at the point E, whose weight is 2W, and G was the middle point where the weight of the plank acts. So now what we have to take, R is equals to S. So this is the same question as we have done in the previous question. So with the same terms, you can find the position of E also. As in the previous question, question which was discussed before this question. So उस question ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ easily ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਹੀ deal ਕਰਕੇ solve ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ.